Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky Widmer here from Most Valuable Podcast, joined like I always am for these college pick'em videos by Brandon Young _ Swan 19. We're here like we always are for week 7 this week for college pick'ems, and we got some jam-packed games, I believe all ranked games today for the video. But Brandon, number 1 Pac-12 matchup, UCLA and Stanford. Who you got?
Well, UCLA-Stanford, this is going to be a pretty good game, I think. You got Stanford, a team that they'll jump on you. You know, they have a couple of times this season.
USC.
Yeah, especially if you're USC. And the thing is with Stanford is that they're one of those teams where you can't really count them out because they've played some really bad games, they've played some really good games, but because of that uncertainty, I'm going with UCLA.
See, but UCLA's been just as uncertain. I mean, they've played great in other games. They've played poor in other ones, BYU to be one of them. I'm going to make the safe pick here. Part of me wants to make the bold pick and go with Stanford, but I'm going to make the safe pick. I'm going to go UCLA because I've got some bold ones coming up in a little bit. Our second one, we're going from the Pac-12 to the Big Ten. Iowa got a big win over my Fighting Illini, and the Wildcats of Northwestern trying to bounce back after getting shut out by Michigan last week.
And see, I think that's exactly what Northwestern's going to do. They're going to bounce back. I mean, 27-0 was the win they had over Minnesota, but the 38-0 loss against a Michigan team who's looking a lot better than I even thought that they would be this year. Northwestern, though, I think they're a really good team this year. Iowa, also a good team. Played a really nice game against Illinois, kind of fought them off there at the end, but I think that at the end of this one, it's going to be Northwestern over the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I went against them last week. I'm not making that same mistake this week. Hawkeye Nation, I'm going with you guys this week, going with Iowa to get the big win over the Purple from Evanston. Let's actually stay in the Big Ten. Michigan State, Michigan. Big game of the week. Sparty in Ann Arbor to play Michigan.
Well, here's the thing. Michigan has shut out their opponent the last 3 weeks. They've been really good. They've got their guy is going right there at quarterback, Jake Rudock. He is looking
coach is also
really good. Coach still has his khakis ironed, pressed. They look good. But here's the thing.
The marker.
Michigan State this week is going to stop all this hype. The Wolverines are going to be shut up. And Michigan State is going to get the victory because I'll tell you what, Michigan is not going to be able to shut out the Spartans. Michigan State with the win.
Not going to happen. Going Wolverines in Ann Arbor against Michigan State. Michigan State hasn't looked the best, especially these past 2 weeks against, I want to say, Purdue and Rutgers were their last 2 Big Ten opponents. They have not looked decisive. Same thing with Ohio State, but Michigan has. Michigan's going to come in here. I said it last week on the podcast. I'm saying it this week. Michigan beats both Michigan State and Ohio State. It starts right here in Ann Arbor, week 7. And then our last 2 matchups, both of them being SEC variety. First off, Alabama, Texas A&M. I'm throwing it out there, Brandon. I'm going the Aggies in this one because last week, Alabama probably should have lost to the Razorbacks. They did not look good in the first half. It was, only a 3-0 score at one point? And that was well into the second quarter. Kevin Sumlin's going to have his boys ready. Aggies over the Tide.
Yeah, Kevin Sumlin has done a good job with these guys this season. The defense is going, the offense is going. Texas A&M, the Aggies have looked great. But I remember the last time I picked against the Roll Tide. They screwed me over. So Alabama
was that the Georgia game?
The way.
Was that
was the Georgia game. Not doing that again. It is Roll Tide all day, baby. Sorry, Kevin.
And then the last one, Florida, without their quarterback, got suspended for PEDs, and LSU. Got to go with Fournette, right? Got to go with LSU.
I was going to say, how about this? 2 words. Leonard Fournette. He's going to screw them over. Florida, that is, because he's going to run all over them all day.
You mean the 2017 overall number 1 pick in the NFL draft, Leonard Fournette?
I don't know about that. We're still in 2015.
That is going to do it, though. Just to sum it up, I've got UCLA, Iowa, Texas A&M, Michigan, and LSU. Brandon's got UCLA, and LSU were the ones who are picking the same, different. He's got Northwestern Alabama, Michigan State. This is where you guys tell us down below, who do you think's going to win? What games are you looking forward to? Go ahead, check out our podcast from this week to check out our secret picks. It's a doozy. Don't worry, I didn't give Brandon the
Some
Arkansas.
crap this time.
I didn't give him the Arkansas State South Alabama game from earlier this week on Tuesday, so you can be assured it's going to be a good game that both of us are picking. Go ahead, check that out in the podcast. Go ahead, hit like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Ricky Widmer. Brandon over here is at young_swan19. Most Valuable Podcast is at Most Valuable Pod. Thank you guys again for checking out this video, and as always, have a good day, everybody.
Hey guys, like the video? Then hit that subscribe button. But if you liked it even more, you should check out our Patreon page. We have a lot of different rewards and goals for those of you who would love to support us. So make sure to click that link down in the description to check out those pretty kick-ass rewards.